Hello, Social Goons. My name is Alex, and welcome back to Batman Arkham Knight. In the last video, we managed to lower the bridge to Miyagani Island. And in this video, we are actually not going to be going over that. We are going to be going after Riddler for most of this video. And, we're going to be going after Riddler for a few videos. I say a few. Mainly this one and the next one because eventually he will bring us to Founders Island, which we cannot access at this point yet. We can access it around halfway through the game, but we're not even close to there yet, so yeah. Now, what we're going to be doing is, thankfully, not a race. Yeah. Believe it or not, there are actual puzzles involving the Batmobile, which are a much-needed breath of fresh air. Because, I mean, again, like, I don't really understand why does Riddler have racetracks underneath the city? Like, granted, oh, actually, I feel like a broken record right now, but I just can't fucking piece together why Riddler, you know, the guy who wants to tax your brain with like, I don't know, like, philosophy or, history and cryptic messages. Like, I don't understand the correlation between that and a freaking racetrack. Though, thankfully, this is a much better room. So basically, there is a generator that we need to power up, but we need to use the Batmobile in order to do that. And this is actually a good test of the remote control Batmobile feature. So, well, I may be noticing that I'm kind of struggling a little bit here. Well, that's because it's been a while since I've actually what's the word I'm looking for? Since I've actually done this kind of thing before, so, and I was also being stupid there. What I was supposed to do was use the circle button to activate the red and green platforms, but I was just having a massive brain fart here for a second, but you know, eventually I got it. So, hey, there we go. And yeah, when the car's like that, you gotta flip it. So now what you need to do is to get the car up there and place yourself on that platform right there, so that way the middle platform can extend. Now from here, it's just a matter of positioning the blocks where you need them, so you can get the maximum boost and stuff, as well as actually timing it so you can make it to the other side. Now, the generator is right there, and it's ours for the grabbing. All I gotta do is just charge it up, and you'll be good to go. Now, what I like to do is to go all the way down first, glide off, and get into the Batmobile. Now, once you complete these rooms, there will be a special pressure pad. Now, the idea is that it lights up a grid, which you see right now, and this grid is reflected back at the orphanage where Catwoman is being held hostage. Now, you gotta find her the right key in order for the countdown on her collar to reach 0. So you do kind of need to cross-reference the map with Batman along with the layout for Catwoman. So so all you gotta do is just be aware of like where certain things are in relation to a grid. So it should be pretty simple, you know. Now, for this one particular key, since we already completed a challenge early, the counter is instead reduced to 7. Because, well, the joke is a cat has 9 lives. And, I think he was gonna do, like, 3 or so, but it was kind of hard to resist, you know? Like, how can you not? Like, you can't fault him for having a sense of humor, but, oh well. Now this is another thing. So after a certain point, like when you complete a certain amount of racetracks and puzzle rooms, you will have access to. Excuse me. You'll have access to these puzzle rooms. Or Riddler rooms. So, what you do from here is that you hightail it back to the orphanage, so you and Catwoman can complete it for yet another key. And yes, this will add two more experience to your stockpile, essentially. That was kind of the first thing that I could think of, but pretty sure there's another way to explain it. I'm just not thinking of it right now. Anyway, though I will say for these for these elevator rides, they do get really tedious because, like, well. On one hand, it is kind of funny to see Riddler be like, "What? How are you doing this well?" You know, almost like how he was in the previous games. But this fucking arrogant shithead, like, Jesus Christ. Ugh, I just can't with him. Okay, I just can't. But before I get back to the Riddler stuff, though, I wanted to get back on the Arkham Knight's trail, so that way I'm not scrambling trying to, get the next, trying to figure out where the hell I left off last time. You know what I mean? Now, there are a few tanks around here, so you're going to have to be careful with them. It shouldn't be all that bad. And, yes, they do tend to get in your way a lot, but you're in the Batmobile. You're more than a match for them. Especially at this point, if you can just aim at the top of the turret, right? Sorry, throat. It's allergy season where I live, so, Oh yeah. Also, it is kind of rare, but the Vulcan gun can actually take him out in like no time at all. Like no reload speed or no reload time, I should say. At least not for a little while, because it can overheat. That has happened to me in my experience playing the game, but it's nothing too bad. And that dude just straight up was not hitting me. And that's done. So, yeah, we're gonna have to do a few more tanks later on, but it's whatever. And I also found another bomb, but we're not gonna be getting to that for a long time. Though, a bit of a spoiler alert, you cannot find every single bomb all at once. Only until you complete a certain a certain amount of the story. And I also don't like. Well, I think that the reward for getting all of it is kind of underwhelming, but I'm not gonna lie. I did have fun with it, but you know. Okay, so a bit of a confession time. There are going to be stints where I take like a few minutes off in the footage because I had some other things going on at the time, and yeah. So right now we are reconstructing a crime scene. Now, what we need. So what we're trying to do is figure out just what the hell happened here. So, you know. Though I will say that I do think that they didn't really use this particular sorry, like these detective. Like these crime reconstruction scenes, they didn't really use this a whole lot. It's sad, but you know, it is kind of true. So basically, the car slid out. So basically, the car slid out of control. The driver flew off of the handlebars. Well, essentially flew off the handlebars. And he was sent careening through the front window, and the door ripped off the hinges. Now you can get out of this mode, but it will have the kind of annoying hint system. Well, I say hint system. The kind of annoying hints telling you, hey, do this to find the thing. I'm like, okay, I get it. Just let me, yeah, see that, like, but I can't really move fast while I'm in this particular state, so I kind of had to, well, you know. So it turns out Barbera caused the crash on purpose. Though exactly how far she'd get was not much. She wouldn't get very far because she doesn't. Well, I don't want to say much of anything, but I believe she was in the same car as the Arkham Knight. So yeah, that kind of put a damper on a few things. Fuck my eyes. Oh, sorry. Damn. Ow. God damn my eyes. Fuck. Shit. Eyelash attacked me. Fucking hell. So, yeah. The Knight was here, and he has plans for Barbera, though I won't explain what, but, yeah. But there's one more thing. But it's while Barbera was, crawling. So see, right there. Basically, it's some kind of a glitch in the the malicious forces, but this is an opportunity for us to get some side quests done, actually. because Lucius will say that it'll take him a little bit of time, so that way he can whip up a some kind of a weapons disruptor, right? So in the meantime, Alfred will let us know of 2 side quests. One is of a burning bat signal. Similar to Arkham City. And wait, what was the other one? I kind of forgot about that. I seriously deadass forgot what the. Oh right, the fire station. I forgot about that. I'm so sorry. Like, I am such an idiot about that. But since we managed to deal with the story, let's now deal with Riddler. Sorry. Hey, I can't freaking talk today, or any day actually. Now that I think about it. And since there's some tanks coming in, figured I may as well take care of them. And we're just chewing through these bastards. Like. Oh, and yes, you can get the jump on them, but I wouldn't solely rely on that. Just like if you can, great, but if not, no harm, no foul. So, this well, actually, I don't really think there's gonna be a certain. Thanks for what I'm talking about. Oh, right. This is where we are introduced. This is where we're introduced to the concept of scanning for riddles, and thankfully, there are not too many riddles. I want to say there's not too many, but it is, but for me, it is kind of nice that we can get them now. So off screen, I can get the ones that I know. So basically, the idea here is to line up everything so that way you can make a question mark. It's a perspective riddle. Like this riddle can only be solved in an unusual location. Can you get yourself there, or something like that, right? But yeah, it's not very brain taxing, but it can take a little bit, especially since you need to wait on the question marks timetable. So Also, certain things about Riddler will not be available right off the bat, but we can get this. So I was trying to scan the collar around Selina's neck, and technically you can do that later, but I prefer just to get it out of the way right now. Okay, so with this room, basically both need to stand on their respective platforms, and one side will give a code for the other. So if you're on a Batman side, you will need to remember the code. So Batman's side will give you the code for Catwoman, and Catwoman's side will give you the code for Batman. But you need to remember which sequence you need to go in, and it can be kind of difficult. It can be. So but it's not very hard. Like there are some more challenging rooms later, but you know, like these are not very difficult whatsoever. And after all that's done, you get to fight more Riddler bots, which you know, for one DLC, these can be a major pain in the ass. And I think this is the game that really made me angry and had this mindset of either have one or the other, you know. But I think I'll talk about that more next time because well, we are running short on time, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, and don't get used to these just being green. They will change up eventually. I can't freaking believe I had this, dude. Anyway, so you can either choose Batman or Catwoman to break the key, and they both have their own animations. Like with Batman, he just elbowed it, and Selina, she just did the classic a cat scratch circle on the glass, you know. And they do like these little banter moments after you complete each room. You know, it adds a little bit more to the characters, and you know, gives them a little bit. It gives the player a taste of their relationship. But this is not the end for Riddler. But we'll have to take care of that next time. So until next time. So with that said, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new around here. I have no idea what the next milestone that we're celebrating is, but I hope to see you then. Until next time, Goons, remember, reach for the stars.